All right, guys, so we have the Fnatic Streak80 low profile. This is another low profile keyboard from Fnatic. The last one that we took a look at was the Streak75. The cable that I'm using is actually a space cable as well. It's kind of short on purpose just because I want to ensure that I have the best connection. 10 keyless, 80% keyboard with a knob up here in this beautiful white colorway. And we also have some nice feet at the bottom. There is only one level of height adjustability, but for a low profile keyboard, you're probably going to either use this flat on your desk for maximum comfort or find comfort at the first level of adjustable height, which I definitely did. I could use this keyboard at both heights comfortably with no issues there at all, but I can say that I'm very impressed with the overall quality of the Fnatic Streak65. And of course, if you guys are familiar with the older Streak65, it did the same thing where it would light up and do the Fnatic brand name animation and whatnot, which is pretty cool. The RGB looks absolutely fantastic, and we're gonna do a quick sound test of this keyboard in just a second because it has PBT keycaps, which is something that the older Streak65 had as well. So the Fnatic logo still comes off magnetically. One thing I will say about the Streak80 LP, this volume knob, like moving it left to right, you know, for the actual volume is quite smooth, but pressing it in to mute it takes a little bit of effort. It could be easier, but honestly, some of the volume knobs I've used on keyboards in the past, they would actually fall off when I would tilt it upside down, and this one doesn't do that. So I guess that is a worthy trade-off for a keyboard with a volume knob. Quite honestly, guys, the RGB effects just look way too good, and I just leave it on rainbow because I don't look down at my keyboard. I see how it could be distracting, but maybe that's one reason why I'm not a pro gamer. It's a nice sounding keyboard. The stabilizers could use just a little bit more lube. They sound pretty good for a stock board, and it's nothing that you can't fix yourself very easily if you are a serious keyboard connoisseur. If you are a keyboard connoisseur, you're probably not looking at this keyboard in the first place for the $130 price point that it costs. I have no issues with this keyboard in terms of performance, and the build quality is very good as well. Like, this is obviously very similar to the previous Streak series of keyboards. The Streak65 low profile, to be specific, had a very similar build quality, one level of height adjustability, and some nice rubberized feet. And quite honestly, I can use this comfortably at both heights. So my preference is with the feet kicked out, but I can use this without having the feet kicked out. But that is pretty much all I have to say about the Fnatic Streak80 low profile. 130 bucks, very good build quality, and a fantastic keyboard value in my opinion for a 80% keyboard. I'm not really a 75% keyboard kind of guy. I enjoyed the space and the look of a 10 keyless keyboard. This, honestly, for 130 bucks fits the bill. The only thing that I wish this keyboard had was a battery and a wireless receiver to be wireless. Otherwise, it's pretty good. I would give it like an 8 out of 10. What the only work really need to be doing is to tune up those stabilizers a little bit with some lube, which I can do myself, and make it wireless.